And we're live.
All right, I finally got that working.
They look
Let me
good.
go back and well, I put it in this originally, it will make it sound, but I tweaked it a little
Melvin,
bit.
I can't hear you.
It helps if my mic wasn't muted, but
Oh.
I finally got that to work. I went back and tweaked it a little bit and added some music to it because before, for some reason, it wasn't working here. I don't know why, but we got it fixed now. So excited. I'm back up here with Tim at third floor in Nitro Antique Mall. Hello, Tim. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hello. Got some cool stuff going on today. We're going to discuss. Today is July 20th. Let me do something real quick here. Hold on. I'm going to mute Tim for a second so I won't echo when I say that. Today is July 20th, and today is the celebration to commemorate the release, the 1988 July 20th release of the blockbuster movie Die Hard. Okay, Tim, you're unmuted.
Have a
Yes,
question. So for years, I've always thought Die Hard was a Christmas movie. So it was released in July. So how can it be a Christmas movie if it's released in July?
Because it lasted that long to the
Argued
theater.
this to the
And it
nth
takes
degree.
place at Christmas.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Christmas movies often, I don't know, they're released. Well, I don't even know what to answer that.
I mean,
Because
I still argue that's a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas.
And it makes you happy. So it's a Christmas movie.
It's better than Scrooged.
So I love Scrooged.
well, yeah, Die Hard was better than Scrooge.
Well, I don't know. I like Scrooge too. That's another one of my favorites.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, I think Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Tim thinks Die Hard's a Christmas movie. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, because it takes place at Christmas. Now, even though it was released in July, I still feel it's a Christmas movie.
It's also about somebody wanting something they're not so sure they're gonna get. There's all this excitement surrounding that, and then the bearer bonds are flying all over the place. So.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Kobe's right. The second one takes place at Christmas as well. It's just not very good. That's the problem.
Well, we'll actually discuss that later. I'm glad that you said that about the second one. But Kobe says the second one's a Christmas movie. You know what? I've watched the second one, I think maybe twice. I don't remember when it takes place. Does it take place at Christmas?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Christmas Eve at Dulles Airport, but it's not Dulles Airport.
She got that. Wow. So it was.
I'm just saying, it's
It's fictional Dallas Airport.
No, Dulles, Washington Dulles.
Oh.
Dulles Airport.
Well, I didn't do a job of cleaning the ears out this morning, so.
Wow.
I mean, for everyone out there who's been to Dulles 1,000 times, it's not Dulles.
I've never been to either one of those airports. I don't get out much. So.
I mean, they show the outside. Yeah, that part is but the interior and all that. So it's not Dulles.
Yeah, I've never flown, so I've actually been to an airport once. I've been to Jaeger.
Oh, that's not really an airport. That's a hut.
No, I went there to get a rental car. So
Jaeger.
From Enterprise.
I mean, Jaeger once. I don't fly a lot. I mean, I've flown to Florida a couple of times, Atlanta once, but once you get to a big airport, you go back to Jaeger, you're like, this is stupid.
Well, I was a little upset because the commercial Enterprise is supposed to pick you up, and I had to go get the damn thing. So.
Oh shit!
Did you forget to call? You have to call them.
Van today. I haven't heard from those guys yet.
What is it now?
So I've got a Safe Light's coming. Put a window in my van.
Oh, well, they see Safe Light repair, so Safe Light replace. That's the little slogan. But anyway, while Tim gets
text me, I guess they'll let me know when they're here.
You need to get the whole thing like fixed up.
The whole van?
Well, no, not with the legal part of it.
Oh, it's, you know, I got tags renewed. So the inspection sticker on it died in 2019, 18, 19. So
That's bad. That's real bad. Can you imagine that getting pulled over and it getting towed and your stuff goes to some tow yard and there's some guy going through your stuff just to do it because he can.
From experience, when they pull you over for a dead inspection sticker, they don't normally tow it.
Well, it depends on what you got going on. I mean, if the tags are dead also, or there's no insurance on it, or
Insurance is the only big thing they really get all kind of hairy about, I think. I got pulled over a couple years ago. I was going to Morgantown. And my tags were dead. My sticker was dead. The cop pulls me over, and he's like, "Sir," he goes, "You realize you have your inspection sticker's dead?" It's like, "Yeah, I know."
Was your license expired too?
Not my driver's license, but the tags were. He's like, "So you know,
No, it's a shame the license wasn't expired too, because then you'd just be.
And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, do you even have insurance?" I was like, "Yeah, I have that." I said, "I'll be honest with you, sir." I said, "I live where I work. So I wake up, I go to work, I go home." I said, "I don't go anywhere usually." I said, "I'm only reason I'm going to Morgantown now is to go pick my son up from college." I said, "I've just been really busy." He starts shaking his head in his lap. He's like, just get it all fixed, man."
That's bad.
So,
oh, yeah, I've had my car towed once because I had some bad tags and a bad sticker, and it was fun. The policeman was nice.
uh-huh.
He gave me about 20 minutes or so and then to find somebody to come get my car or whatever, and then had to have it towed. But he was
What a
cool.
jerk. He didn't have to tow it. He's just being a jerk.
Well, maybe it was time for him to go home. I don't know. He did ask if he could search my car, and I said sure. And the car that I was in, it was in my second car, the one that the kids' mom always drove.
Mhm.
So the kids were small at that time, and there was chicken nuggets and fries and probably diapers and I don't know. The back seat was so plumb full of stuff that if you sat in it, your knees would be at your chest. So he started going through it for about 30 seconds, and he looks at me. He goes, "You know what? I think you're okay." I start laughing. I said, "Yeah, okay." But we got a lot of nice stuff going on today. A lot of cool topics. We got Die Hard, got some trivia. If any of you guys want to participate in our trivia, we'll do that here later. And if you want to, just drop your email in the comments section. Let me do something real quick here. Let me mute Tim. Tim's on his iPad today. He forgot his laptop, so there's a slight echo. We'll blame it on Tim. And Tim's given, because of the echo, Tim's given 90% off everything for the next hour because of Tim's echo. But no, we have some Die Hard, and we have, let me pull it up here. We have to talk about some comments from Stephen Dorff. And then we have I believe it's a movie about the Pink Ladies. I love me some Rizzo, by the way. And then Charles Robinson, great actor, most notable on Night Court, passed away. So we'll talk about that too. So, Tim, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in about a month. He's got his what is that, Tim?
Says I'm being silenced
for what I know.
He's what?
I'm being silenced for what I know. I'm good. Been busy.
You've been silenced.
I've just been incredibly busy with the store. We did a huge G.I. Joe buyout about 2 weeks ago. And the guy calls me up. He's like, "Hey, I got some toys from when I was growing up." He goes, "If you want to come and take a look at them." And what I didn't realize is the whole back end of his storage building was nothing but G.I. Joe toys in Wendy's boxes, like Wendy's like French fry boxes. So I filled the Jeep up twice. It's Joe and He-Man and Thundercats and all that fun 80s stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of vehicles and stuff back there.
No figures
there.
But there is a flag. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that thing is massive, by the way. Once you put that together, What is it like 6 feet long?
It's like 6.5, 7 feet long, and probably about 4 feet tall.
Where would you be putting that?
Where am I gonna put it at? Last one I had, we put it on top of a display case. It's pretty cool.
That thing is massive. Massive, massive, massive. Yeah, G.I. Joe, when I walked by your stuff back there a little while ago, I was like, holy cow.
There's a lot of it.
Holy cow.
A lot of the
Look-
figures came in from an individual collector about a month or so ago. He has a lot of top tier, really nice stuff.
I showed Elizabeth your graded figures, by the way. Very, very nice. I like that.
Those are the first grade toys that I've had so far. Those are kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sold the Gung Ho a couple weeks ago. That's right. Yeah, I sold the Gung Ho. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, and I think I'm going to know Tim's answer. And I think, Elizabeth, you're about halfway. So I am not a binge watcher. I watch things as they come out. Tim's a binge watcher. I think Elizabeth watches 50 things a week.
I'm a binge watcher. I binge watch, though. I do binge watch.
So my question is, Tim, have you finally sat down and binged watched Loki?
I actually watched Loki week to week. I didn't binge watch it.
Oh.
I watched it every Wednesday morning because the last episode I waited till Friday before I watched it. I need to go back and watch it all again because as I'm watching it, I'm usually typing up the prior night sales or doing something, tapping away on the computer doing something. So I'm sure I missed a lot of it, but yes, I've watched it all.
Okay, Elizabeth, you?
I'm on episode 4. I haven't started it yet.
Slacker.
Sorry. I went to start it last night and then I got caught up in this movie, The Void, and I
This
What
movie,
movie?
stopped watching The Void.
The
I stopped.
Void?
Yeah, it's called The Void. I stopped watching Loki because of that. So
oh,
I'm sorry.
you should have your.
And then I baked 6 cakes today, so I didn't have time to watch it during the day.
6 cakes?
Not complete cakes, but the layers. I baked 6 layers today.
You know, you should be suspended from Disney Plus for like a week or something for cutting it off and watching.
Really? It's just Loki. I did watch
It's not-
WandaVision though. I binged that. I had never seen that.
It's not just Loki. Loki is the key that unlocks Phase 4.
I like Loki, actually. I really do.
Well, it's important because it's setting up Spider-Man. It's
setting up all that.
yeah, and I really think Spider-Man's going to be huge.
Well, do you think that they're going to release Spider-Man within the next 2 weeks? Do I need to hurry up and catch up immediately? Or do you think they'll be okay? I mean,
No, you'll
will there be some warning? Will it be warning before it comes out?
Actually, isn't Spider-Man supposed to come out this December?
It comes out next week.
So in some
It comes out
country,
this
I'm
year,
sure.
I think. Yeah. I don't know when it comes out.
I think what I'm trying to say is I think there'll be plenty of a tornado warning before it's released for me to catch up on Loki.
I think the next thing out is The Eternals.
Oh,
I read back.
Hold on, let me-
Oh.
Let me share this here. No, I think that Spider-Man comes out this winter, I believe. Let me look that up real quick while he's doing what he's doing.
I think so. Then I have plenty of time, is what I'm saying.
Yes, you are correct. You have plenty of time.
Okay,
Hold on just a moment here.
you know.
What's the new one going to be called? I forgot.
What'd you say?
The new Spider-Man.
Far From Home? Isn't
No.
it called Homecoming? I don't know. I've only seen the first one of those. I'm behind on those as well.
Oh, you're slipping.
Well, I liked the Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire. It's not because I like Tom Holland.
I think it's Into the Multiverse, what it is. So Tobey Maguire, I like Tobey Maguire. Let me click on that right there. No, I like Tobey. I think there are two different things when it comes to Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. Obviously, Tom Holland, the Spider-Man character, is a little younger. He's a teenager, and Tobey Maguire not so much. He's in college. Is that right? Is that he was in college? I believe. Yeah.
I think it started though in high school. He was on a class field trip.
Oh, you're talking about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. But Tobey Maguire felt it wasn't as comic booky. I guess that's what you would say.
Well, I think Tom Holland is closer. I don't know. He reminds me of what Spider-Man should be like, but maybe I'm wrong. He's goofy like Deadpool, so I kind of,
right.
Tom Holland is a little more, funny, goofy, not so serious.
Right. And Tobey Maguire, he was, I don't know. I personally liked him better as Spider-Man, but I like the Tom Holland Spider-Man just because of the fact that other Marvel characters are, incorporated into the movie.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. That just aren't specifically Spider-Man characters.
Right.
So that's that to me is what makes that one a lot better, is the fact that you have the Avengers and you have all this and that. So
right.
But I do while Tim's doing what he does, I do have something for you though. A little.
Okay. I'm ready.
A little. Did you know? Let me see this here. Hold on. All right. So, and this is according to IMDb.
Okay.
The fictional Nakatomi Plaza.
I know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
Fox Plaza.
Yes. Yeah.
In Los Angeles, you can go see it. It stands.
You are on point. Yeah. Die Hard is probably one of those movies that I can just watch over and over. It's not even probably, it is.
I agree.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that you can just watch over and over and over and over again. I'll ask you this about Die Hard.
Sure.
Rank yours in order from first to worst.
Okay, so Die Hard. Mm-hmm. Then Live Free or Die Hard, the fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
Then Die Hard with a Vengeance, which was the third one. Then it's a toss-up between the second one and the fifth one because I didn't like either one. So you have Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and then It's a Good Day to Die Hard. And I don't know. I don't know which one I'd rather watch. Probably the second one, just because Bruce Willis is so young in it. But I don't know. Neither one of those are any good.
I would say, for me, Die Hard obviously is the best one.
Yep.
Then I'm going to go with Die Hard with a Vengeance, and then I would go. What's the title of the one with Drew Barrymore's husband? Well, they used to be.
I don't know who her husband is. Is that the kid from the Apple ads?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Die Hard 4, Die Hard Live Free or Die Hard. That's the July 4th one.
Yes. So I'm going to go with 1. I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to go with 4. And I'm kind of with you because the fifth one and the second one, it's kind of, it's a toss up because the second one felt like a cheap version of the first one.
It didn't even feel like that.
The fifth one was just so over the top that it felt like it should belong in the Fast and Furious franchise.
I don't even think I don't know. It was just the fifth one had so much potential and it just, I don't know. I was really excited for that one and it was kind of
Yeah, it was The second one, I may have seen it twice.
Yeah, I think that's about the amount of times I've seen it.
Yeah, because I mean,
Maybe
it's
three
just
times.
it was just I don't know if they just ran out of ideas or they just rushed it. We have to get this out while it's still hot. I don't know what the deal was, but it just it wasn't good. It wasn't
Yeah.
good. So the fourth one, well, the third one with Samuel L. Jackson, I like that one a lot because
Yeah, me too.
it was still John McClane, it was still Die Hard, but it was like a brand new story.
Well,
And
yeah, because you had Hans Gruber's brother come into play who wanted revenge, so, but it was still kind of a similar story because you have a guy who you think is just out for revenge. He's not. He's stealing. It's
yeah,
about money in the end.
yeah, and he's using he cares for his brother, obviously. I think they were half brothers. Is that what it was? They were half brothers.
I thought, yeah, I don't remember, but yeah.
But he was using it as a oh, look at that. Look, there's Tim right there. Let me unmute him here. He used it as kind of like ammo to get him going. Tim, I was asking Elizabeth what rank her Die Hard movies from first to worst. And she went with, tell them what you went with again.
1, 4, 3, and then 2 and 5. It's kind of a toss up.
I'm going with 1, 3, 4, and then 2 and 5. Honestly, you can just flip a coin.
I've watched 1 countless times, and the rest of them I think I've seen maybe once, maybe twice. Haven't watched enough of them to really be able to rank them at all.
Well, the third one was Samuel Jackson. I mean, come on.
And the fourth one is the technology one with Timothy Olyphant.
Which one it has Justin Long in it?
The fourth.
The fourth one.
That was horrible.
That was great. What are you talking about? It was the 4th of July one. That scene in the tunnel. Oh my god! Like, never mind.
Justin Long should have just He should have just stayed dead after Jeepers Creepers.
All right.
Or
Next
Tusk.
topic.
They should have just left him in Tusk.
Next topic.
I mean, you're talking about one of a guy that was one of the greatest movies of all time in Dodgeball. And
I like Dodgeball.
I like Dodgeball, but it's not one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's pretty good. It's
old school. Old school is better.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Old school.
Vince Vaughn.
I'm not a Luke Wilson guy.
You know who?
Luke Wilson guy.
Oh, you don't like Luke Wilson?
Hmm.
You like Owen Wilson?
I like Owen Wilson. I can go with Luke Wilson, not so much.
See, I'm the opposite.
You're a Luke Wilson fan?
Over Owen, yeah.
Oh man,
it's Owen's nose.
It's not. No, that isn't it. It's not about looks. It's just I don't know. I don't know why. I just
Luke is. Let me phrase this correctly because Tim called me out earlier when I was talking about my cat licking me and only Elizabeth could hear me because Tim hadn't logged on yet. Luke is very dry.
I like dry humor.
How dry? Like Stephen Wright dry?
I watch British television.
Oh.
Stephen Baldwin dry, but worse.
Oh, yeah.
But Stephen Baldwin's dry is kind of comical. It's a character.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Wilson is, I don't know. Every time I think of him, I think of the movie with him and Martin Lawrence, Blue Streak.
Oh God, I haven't seen that forever.
And how he's just, I don't know. But let me pull up these ladies here. Hold on. Let me find them. The Pink Ladies. Now I will admit that when I was a young lad, I was a young boy. I was a fan of Rizzo in the middle there.
Everybody was a fan of Rizzo.
Everybody knows who Rizzo is.
Well, good.
Rizzo was like what, 30, 35 when she made this?
I think they
I
all
don't know.
no, but she was something about her. She just kind of she has that old like 1930s look.
That sultry, pouty kind of look.
Like she smoked the long cigarettes with the what was the thing that they held their cigarettes on like in the 20s?
Cigarette holders?
Yes. She looks like
So you're saying that she's the girl that comes into the private eye's office and basically convinces him to kill somebody that he shouldn't. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, yes.
I could see her pulling off that noir kind of look there film.
Like the Barbara Stanwyck look.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up real quick.
I always liked Frenchie.
Frenchie was too.
Well, I liked her because she had red hair, even though I probably more identify with Rizzo. But I always liked, Frenchie had red hair, and she's the hairdresser, and that's nothing like me. But when I was little, I mean, Frenchie was cool. She could pierce your ears with an ice cube and a needle.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Which is probably the reason I didn't get my ears pierced till I was like 30, because I was afraid.
All right, so Paramount Plus has given a formal green light to Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies, a prequel series to the classic 1978 film, which comes from Paramount Television Studios. The 10-episode pickup, which had been in the works for weeks, marks the first official scripted series ordered since PTVS president Nicole Clemens added a senior role at the streamer as president. Paramount Plus original scripted series. Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies is set 4 years before the original Grease. Hold on 1 second. Let me.
So are they all in junior high?
I guess
Yeah, who's playing them?
This sounds
They'll look
awful.
They'll look
It does sound
25 instead
bad.
of, they'll look 25 instead of 35.
They'll look younger than they did in Grease.
They'll be like Jenny.
Janae.
What was it from 90210?
Oh. I didn't watch the show.
Jason Priestley?
No, Jenny Garth. I think that's what her name.
Oh, Jenny Garth. Oh.
Yeah, she was almost 30 on 90210. So Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies is set 4 years before the original Grease, before rock and roll ruled, before the T-Birds were the coolest in the school. 4 fed-up, outcast girls dare to have fun on their own terms, sparking a moral panic that would change Rydell High forever.
That sounds horrible. I mean,
I concur with
that's
her.
really bad.
No.
Like, I have
She
no
nailed that one.
desire to watch that at all whatsoever, and I feel bad for Soccer Jane, and you're just gonna ruin Rizzo.
Are they going to use those characters, Rizzo and them? Or are they going to be like if it's Pink Ladies, they were like a club. So is it
Oh, you mean like the original Pink Ladies? So
I mean, are they going to use
prior
like,
to Rizzo?
I guess the class before those Pink Ladies. I mean, I guess because it was like an ongoing club in the school. So
And they're gonna make them like
predecessor?
what they're gonna do? They're gonna make them like a motorcycle club. They're gonna be like they'll drive motorcycles and stuff. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna it'll be like the Wild One with females. That's what they're gonna do to it.
I really hope that John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John have cameos in this.
sure
They
they
could
will.
be the principal and the vice principal.
I'm sure they will. Yeah, and we no, I mean people are gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, they'll watch anything.
People are gonna watch it. It's the same thing. I mean, when the reboot train started rolling, maybe 4 years ago or something like that, and they did 90210. Now they did it very creatively. I don't know. Do you ever watch the reboot of 90210?
You like 90210, don't you?
I just
No.
remember.
I missed that one.
Okay, so what they did is that they made it to where the characters on the show, when they did the reboot, they had the actors who played the characters, Jason Priestley, etc. They had them as real people, just not they themselves. Jason Priestley, Jenny McGarth, Jenny McCarthy, Jenny Garth, etc. They had different names. So it'd be like the three of us on a television show, and then the reboot would have us come back and be us outside of the live.
This all sounds horrible.
Did I lose you there?
You
Is Luke
lost
Perry
me
on?
completely.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like, you lost me at 90210, actually, to be perfectly honest.
All right, so let me tell you this real quick.
I didn't even watch 90210 when it came out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Can't love you. No Melrose Place, no nothing.
No.
God, dog,
Oh my God,
what were you guys doing?
Not watching that.
Tim, hold on.
We were watching cool shows. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else was on at that time.
What Batman the animated series? Were you watching X-Men? You were Married to Children were still on. So
Yeah, I was watching that.
no, there's nothing wrong with 90210. Well, with the exception of you two, everybody watched it.
Everybody I knew watched it. My really good friend in high school at the time, she loved 90210 and she loved Luke Perry and she loved Jason Priestley, and I just didn't care.
Well, see, that was the thing for the ladies is that
I was in love with Mickey Rourke, so it didn't matter to me.
Oh man, I don't even know what to do with that.
At 15 years old, just totally in love with. Well, did you see him at that time though? You have to think about what he looked like at that time.
I'll have to go back and look at it because
He was like 35 years old and he was absolutely, but I still think he's wonderful.
No, back then the ladies, they were in love with not Jason Priestley. What was the other dude?
Luke Perry.
Yes, they were in love with Luke Perry. Yeah, hold on a second. We have a comment. Let me see what that is.
Oh, that's funny. I just saw it.
He says, "I want Facts of Life with four girls as the deans."
Oh,
It's very possible.
that actually might be kind of entertaining.
Very, very possible. Of course, Blair was the girl of the show. If you go back and think about it now, if you look back at most of the shows that were on back in the 80s, they always had the attractive blonde girl.
They still always have the attractive blonde girl.
Well, no, I mean, shows have attractive women, but what I'm saying though is that shows of the 80s, they had that one character that was just the beautiful blonde girl. Facts of Life had Blair, and Married with Children had
Christina Applegate.
yes,
Kelly.
Yeah, but
Kelly.
Applegate. Yeah, so it was always like that. Always like that. But
Well, in Different Strokes had the sister.
Dana Plato, yes. Yeah, Dana Plato, yeah. So that would be interesting though. Facts of Life with the four girls as the deans. That could happen. I think Deuce Wild just made a pitch, and somewhere someone will pick it up, kind of like Kramer's Beach Cologne idea, and someone will pick it up and make money off of it.
Aw, thank you.
Let me put that on there too. Does this show added an attractive, darker-haired girl? Smart choice, guys.
Thank you.
We went through.
I'm assuming you're referring to me and not Tim.
We went through 100 different applicants, and no, I'm just kidding. No, but
hey, I was liking that you went through lots of applicants. Like, so make it look like I was the only one.
then when we narrowed it down to Elizabeth, and her baked goods is what from Frederick.
That's what it was, the baked goods. That's why, wasn't it? It was like, oh, wait, she can talk about pop culture and send us food.
That's right.
Why.
And cookies. That's right. That's right. What we'll do whenever Tim gets done, he had to take care of something. So, but what we'll do is I'll pull up. Let me pull something else up here. I had this thing and I lost it, but it was about this Galactus figure that was like, I don't know, like 5 feet tall or something like that. Let me.
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
That we wanted to. Oh no, not. Wait, was it you? No, on Tim's sale on Friday, we were talking about it. There's one that's like we were talking about if it was life size or not.
That's a huge figure.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
So let me pull this up here. Tim had to step away. Here, let me find it. So, where was it at? All right. So Charles Robinson, who played in one of my favorite shows,
It was a great show.
Night Court. Let me unmute Tim there. Tim's coming back.
Night Court.
Yes. So Charles Robinson passed away. He is most, at least for me, he's most familiar with the TV show Night Court, which ran in the late 80s and the early 90s. Charles Robinson, the versatile and prolific actor whose credits range from stage production to films to his long-running role as court clerk Mac Robinson in the sitcom Night Court, has died at the age of 75. Robinson died Sunday at the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles, according to his manager, Lisa DeSante Frank. The cause was linked to advanced cancer. Charles Robinson, this is a quote, was the love of my life, husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, his wife, and fellow actor, Dolorita Nonan Robinson said in this statement. I remember, let me pull that down here. I remember being a kid, and Night Court was a phenomenal show with great characters from Charles Robinson to Marky Post to I can't remember everybody's real name, but
Back up with who?
Marky Post.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Marky Post and Harry, of course, and Bull and Marsha Warfield. I can never remember the older lady's name that was there before her.
And John Larroquette. John Larroquette.
And of course John Larroquette as Dan Fielding. Phenomenal show. Lots of great characters, and they all had their own thing. You know, like a lot of times in the 80s, you had television shows, but there was the main character, and then you might have had one more that was kind of close to them. Then everybody else was kind of like on the back burner.
Like Silver Spoons. You had Ricky Schroeder and everyone else that didn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there was Carlton Alfonso. What's his name? Name. He was on Silver Spoons.
Was he on Silver Spoons?
Mm-hmm.
I remember it's just Richie Rich, basically. He annoyed the shit out of me.
I always wanted a round room because of his bedroom.
Yeah, he had the train, right? In his room, yeah. But Night Court was one of those shows, again, just a lot of talent. And it was a great show. And the actor, Charles Robinson, he went on to be in movies and other things, too. I remember him on the episode of The Fresh Prince where he had Will doing some kind of shady stuff for him, was paying him out of pocket and things like that. Uncle Phil got mad. So great actor, and I'm sure he was a great person as well. So I have some Die Hard trivia for you. Real quick, before I do that, though, I wanted to hear your thoughts on Stephen Dorff's comments.
What a dick. Can't say that here.
Hey, it's your page.
Well, they should be used to it by now. Then, I mean, come on, what a B-rate. He was good back in the 90s.
He was good in Judgment Night, and he was good in Blade, and that's about all I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, he's like this fading star that just reaches out and grasps onto Marvel to get some sort of publicity again. What it sounds like.
It just pains me to see it happen because he had a lot of talent. He's talented. I don't know why he just needs to chill out.
Well, he did. I'm gonna put him up on the screen there. Deacon Frost. I love Deacon Frost and Blade, by the way.
Yeah, he's a great character.
Yeah, what's not to like?
But he was on a good show not long ago. It got canceled, but it was on Fox, and he was the sheriff or something died, and he got promoted to sheriff, and he changed everything around. It was actually a good show, but Fox gave it the axe after the first season or two, I believe. But
Lucas Brand or something, or
It's probably because he made a comment about Marvel during that time.
Yeah, you can't mess with Disney. Disney will crush you.
They
Did
will
know
crush
this?
you. They
They
may
blacklisted
we
me.
with their birds flying around, flapping their wings, as Tony Montana would say, but you know, they'll take you
They
down.
never act again.
They will take you down.
No, you know, with the new stuff coming out, all the Marvel films and things like that, pretty much the technology. When people like Stephen Dorff look at it, if it were available 30 years ago, without question, he would have been in a movie that was using that technology.
Well, yeah.
I mean, so for him to come back and just be bitter and angry and call it a video game, and because he called the Marvel movies a video game.
And I can see that mentality, especially if you're not a fan. If you're on the outside looking into it, if you weren't a comic book fan of real and outside looking into
Right.
it, I can see that mentality. It plays out like and it looks like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Especially Endgame, by the way.
Obi-Wan. What's his name? Who played Obi-Wan? I got brain farts today.
Alec Guinness.
Ewan McGregor made a comment.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the original Obi-Wan.
Sir Alec Guinness.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, Ewan McGregor, when episode 1 came out, even was quoted saying something about the special effects overshadowed the actual film and stuff like this. Which I find it funny that he's actually making the Obi-Wan series now, because apparently dollar signs don't affect your opinion on special effects much.
Look, folks, you're not making To Kill a Mockingbird here. You're making Star Wars, right?
It is what it is. You know, it's.
I will say though, the I don't know what it was. I don't remember the title of it. The third one where Anakin gets chopped up and covered in
I have the high ground.
That was bad.
In the molten lava.
Yeah, that was bad.
You could have skipped
that was horrible.
Just straight to number 3.
Yeah, I it was on TV the other day, and I was looking at it, and I thought, oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Real bad.
You only watch that film for 2 reasons. You want to see Mace Windu try to go badass, get his ass kicked, and then you want to see Obi-Wan chopping up Anakin. That's the only reason to watch that film.
And just that fight scene alone was bad. How about the high ground?
On the floating, no.
Oh, Mustafar.
So bad. But yeah, I mean, if you have the technology, I mean, you're going to use it. I mean, people don't realize too that a lot of times movies get put on hold
until technology can catch up with it.
Yes, that is correct. So
you think he was a member of Congress? Have you seen that movie yet called Congress? Elizabeth?
No.
We found it on Tubi night before last. If you get a chance to check it out, it's.
Is it new?
I don't know when it came out, but it's
called
new.
Congress?
Congress.
Hmm.
No, it's not about Mitch McConnell.
No, it's nothing about politics at all. It's
or Bernie Sanders.
What was her name? Man, I still got brain farts today. Oh, what did I say her name?
You told me earlier, and honestly, I forgot.
Oh, Robin Wright.
Oh.
Robin Wright plays Robin Wright, the actress.
I'll pass.
And she sells her digital image to her movie company. And what they do with that image afterwards is what the movie's about.
Okay. That actually does sound interesting.
It's kind of a think Matrix meets what was the movie we were talking about today, Melvin?
Oh, Ready Player One.
Yeah. Matrix meets
okay.
Ready Player One. It's interesting.
Okay.
All right. So, are you guys ready for some Die Hard?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Do it. Her cat's name is Gruber, by the way.
Oh, really? Gruber?
And when I'm really mad at him, I call him Hans Gruber.
Nice.
I tried to teach him German. He knows one word only in German, and that's Essen, because it means eat.
All right, so I'm gonna. She's training German shepherds with
No, I'm not.
tabbies and calicos.
No, I'm not.
Okay, any words. Treats.
She eats, what is it, Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and
Who?
she drives a Volkswagen.
Pfaffenhugen. It's a Pfaffenhugen.
No,
Yeah.
no, I know. I don't drive a Volkswagen, and I don't eat Haagen-Dazs. I'm good with
That wasn't very convincing. was it, Melvin?
Friars.
You know, she could be like the one lady that got arrested over here, that was from Russia, and she was like dealing with the NRA, and they caught her.
Oh my God.
It's possible she's like a German spy. Very, very possible.
The Americans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't look German enough for the Germans, I'm sure.
All right.
Not
Well, you know,
German enough.
you answered this question without even knowing Elizabeth earlier, so I'm going to ask Tim.
Okay.
All right, Tim. Here we go. What were the terrorists attempting to steal in Die Hard?
Money, right?
Elizabeth, is that good enough?
My answer to that question would have been $640 million in bearer bonds.
Bearer bonds.
Excuse me.
Yeah, bearer bonds.
I just watched
Actually-
the fight scenes, really.
Yeah, the one between John McClane and Carl is the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have died under the table, by the way. All right,
Nah.
Elizabeth, here we go.
Okay.
John has 2 children, a son and a daughter. What are their names?
I have no idea.
Oh, you failed.
I can't
Is it
remember. I can't remember. Probably John Jr.
Well, you're close.
I honestly cannot remember.
It's Lucy and Jack. They
That's
were in the film too, you know. Lucy was
I
in
know,
the-
but I can't remember. I couldn't remember. I should have
Lucy-
remembered because she says McLean residence, Lucy McLean speaking. I should have remembered that, but I forgot.
Yes, Lucy was in 4 and Jack was in 5.
She wasn't. Yeah.
That's why I remember this. Kids at all.
All right, here we go, Tim. She knows the answer to this because she said something
I'm
earlier.
gonna so lose this.
The plaza that the movie was set in. What was the name of it?
Is it Yashimoko?
That's close enough.
It is not.
What was it? What,
Nakatomi.
The Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Yashimoto.
Yes, and while you were gone, we had she knew the answer to this trivia, but that's an actual building,
Mhm.
and it was being built
Yeah.
while they were doing the movie, and it is home to what, Elizabeth?
It's Fox Plaza. And when they were filming that, they were only allowed to use the floors that were unoccupied, that were still under construction. But above them and below them were people working. So they had to film at really funny hours and stuff like that. But like people would be working and like gunshots are going off, bombs are exploding, so that must have been fun.
Yeah. All right, this would be an easy one for you. Here we go,
I doubt it.
Elizabeth.
Aw,
What's this fella's name?
Argyle.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Come on, Tim. What's my name?
Oh,
One of the dumbest characters in a movie that.
not dumb, cocky, arrogant.
Yeah.
That's her boss, wasn't it?
No, he was. Well,
Does
I'll
he
just
look
say Ellis.
Japanese to you?
I don't remember.
Ellis, man, Ellis.
That's Ellis.
Yeah, he's the one.
Show
that told
him the watch. It's a Rolex.
Yeah, he's the one that told Hans about John McClane. All right.
And here, can I ask a trivia question? What does he call Hans, Melvin? Do you remember? He says
Oh,
something to him. He calls him something.
It wasn't Chief. It was it wasn't Roy Rogers.
No, no. Ellis calls Han something.
That
Roy Rogers is correct, but that's for something else.
yes, that I can't remember that one.
Calls him Bobby. Hans, Bobby.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
I have an idea.
Yes.
No one's always asking us the questions.
I think we should ask him.
I think next podcast we ask Melvin some questions.
Yes, by all means.
Really hard ones too, like really, really hard.
We know since you said that, I'm gonna ask you a real hard question, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Here we go. What was the name of this character?
The name of that character?
Yeah.
God, that's funny. I can't remember. But I'll tell you what movie he was in that he's really famous for.
Well, Ferris Bueller.
We got you for 2 months. Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Breakfast Club. And no, he wasn't Ferris Bueller, was he? No, it was Breakfast Club.
That's Ben Steinism.
What was his name in Die Hard? I can't remember his name.
It is Dwayne T. Robinson.
That's it. Duh.
Dwayne T. Robinson.
That's correct.
Tim, this
See,
is the good one here. All right. Holly McClane. This is actually a good part of the movie. Her maiden name. It's on her desk. She refers to herself as it's on her door.
Yeah.
And when John walks in, he gets ticked off because she's going by her maiden name.
Yeah.
Instead of her married name. Come on, Tim.
I don't know.
Oh God, dog it. Gennaro, Tim.
Gennaro. Such a
Gennaro.
common name.
So I have 2 cookies. One's a chocolate chip, and the other one's a chocolate chip with M&Ms in it. And the chocolate chip is called the American Roy after John McClane, and the M&M chocolate chip is called the Holly G for Holly Gennaro. Because it's the M&M one, just a little fancier.
That's good. That's good stuff right there. All right, one more. Here we go. One more for you, Elizabeth. What's
Yeah.
your name?
Nakatomi.
No, come on. You got to go back and brush up on your Die Hard stuff.
That's his name.
Takagi.
Oh, that's it.
Yoshimoto.
Whatever.
Takagi.
I told you not to ask me Die Hard questions because I would fail at them. Because if you ask me on another day, I'm okay at it. I would not do well on Jeopardy. Let's put it that way.
No. I want to ask you something, and this is totally separate from this. So I've been reading about Black Widow in the theaters, and I've been reading about how the first couple of weeks it was like boom, and then now it's starting to kind of decline a little bit.
Trail off.
How they are showing it on Disney Plus, you pay your $30 or whatever, you can watch it. And of course, there's always piracy. So my question is that do you guys think that with streaming apps like HBO and Disney Plus playing movies on their platforms as opposed to you going to see it in the theaters, do you think that little by little theaters will start to take a massive blow?
Yes, I do. I think the lure of staying at home for people to watch a movie is pretty strong. I mean, you can pause it, you can come back to it later, so on and so forth like that. I think it's just really, really convenient. I hate to see it go because I love going to the
Yeah, I was going to say there'll still be some people you do enjoy seeing one in the theater.
but it's so expensive too.
It is. It's really expensive, and you have to pay for absolutely everything. And even if a streaming movie costs $50, it'd probably be cheaper to watch it at home and more convenient.
And
Because you're at least going with one other person, right? So that's 2 right there. That's 25. That's what is that? $25 right off the bat, right?
well, you could be a loner like myself and go.
I mean,
like,
the only way.
No, but I understand that. But even if you're alone, right? $12, and then after 4 buckets of popcorn. And,
The only way it really works is if you go Dutch,
yeah.
wow. No, I think that it's gonna put a big massive dent.
And they proved. What was the first movie that they released? I mean, in COVID, they released it. It was a kids' movie, Trolls or something like that.
Something like
It
that.
And they
was.
just absolutely blew it away. I mean, so many people stayed at home and watched it. I mean, it hit box office numbers from streaming. So I see them continuing that. I mean, they saw right there that we can do this and stream it and make the movie companies make just as much money. The theaters don't. What the theaters want to understand what the theaters make on the actual movie film is very little. Most of that money goes back to
Popcorn and
yeah, they make all their money on drinks and popcorn and stuff.
Concessions.
Concessions. Yeah, that's
That's
a big
the word
word
we're
for it. Yeah.
That's we have to write that down. Concession.
Concessions.
That's the Pee Wee Herman word of the day.
That's we went to go see Black Widow on a matinee. And I think cost to get in was even the 3D showing was only like $24.
A person.
No, for me and my daughter.
Okay.
So two.
But by the time we added in the popcorn and we even snuck in candy, and still had another $50 in popcorn in concessions.
And then take into consideration the fact that you can't pause it if you have to go to the bathroom or you have to sneeze or you have to, or somebody's talking in the movie. You have to also share the movie theater with other people. And if they're rude, you're in trouble.
I honestly see them in the future taking movies that are also available on streaming platforms and bumping the ticket prices up for those specific movies.
Which brings me back to the movie Congress. You need to watch this.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to. You said it was what was it? Tubi.
It's on Tubi for free.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I'll definitely have to watch that. The Congressman too.
I think didn't AMC and one of the major film companies, I'm not sure which one, and AMC had a line in the sand back during COVID. They were like, "We're not going to show our films in your theater
You're right.
anymore." And I haven't heard too much about it since there was a big hubbub on the media about it. And it's kind of faded off since COVID.
You said
I
they
know
were
what you're
filming
talking
theaters?
about. That sounds familiar. I just don't remember what.
I don't remember much about it. Just remember reading about it. But one of whoever does Fast and Furious, that studio,
Oh, like Lionsgate or something.
yeah, they drew a line saying we're not going to distribute our films to your theaters anymore unless certain parameters were met.
I remember that.
There's a line of saying about it. And they were like, "Well, we just won't do it. We won't use your theaters again." So,
Yeah, I think in the next couple of years it'll get.
think about it, and as technology progresses, you don't have to stream it from your TV set. Think about if you're wearing the newest version of Google goggles or whatever, or you're
Right, you can just watch it.
you stream it straight to you.
Yeah, I mean,
That's coming.
Now you look at it now. I'm sure a lot of it was a money thing, a profit thing. But just look at the WWE, how they scrapped their whole network and basically took it over to Peacock because people are going to have Peacock because it's NBC, and then you're watching. Oh, WWE's on here, so it's changing. It's the world is the world of watching is changing.
It's follow the history of music.
Mm-hmm.
Who buys? I mean, yeah, vinyl has resurgence. I still sell a lot of vinyl and a lot of CDs, but the market's moving toward individual streaming of individual songs. No one wants to buy the whole album and get the 5 or 6 B-sides that come with it. They just want the 2 or 3 popular songs to come off that album. They're going to pay just for that streaming. And that same model kind of works with film. Why go to the theater and everything that comes with it? The high price concessions and you can't pause it and the kid in front of you and all that, when you can just stream it to your own device or your own headset or whatever. Let's move on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Say what?
It's the cat. It's Gruber. He's here to visit. He's meowing.
Oh,
Yeah, that your point about the one song is big.
mm-hmm.
I mean, because like you said, I remember as buying a CD or a cassette tape for one song.
That's right. Yeah. And you listen to that one song 1,000 times in a row.
I have many albums or CDs or cassette tapes.
8 tracks.
8 tracks. That I've listened to 1 or 2 songs and have never listened
Listen to anything else?
to any of the other tracks.
That's a shame. Got to
Yeah.
dive deep into those tracks, man. That's where the good stuff is.
I spent whatever it would have been. I tapes back then were what, about $10, 8,
$8.99.
20, yeah, something like that. So you spend about $10 on a tape for 1 song.
Did you ever buy a CD? There's a couple times I bought the whole CD because I heard one song I liked. Because you're expecting, hey, this song sounds great. There are other stuff's going to sound good too, and you get it in just one good song. The rest was just shit.
Plenty of times. Plenty of
Yeah.
with that.
The Chubba Wubba. I don't know what song it was. I remember CD. I listened to that one song. I could throw the rest of it. Right.
Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are big songs.
I get knocked down and I get up.
Yeah.
I can see Tim lit on 2 or 3 cans of Milwaukee's Best.
Oh,
What's wrong with best?
I didn't say there was.
To every beer, there is a reason.
And he get fired up, and he's got.
I was implying that because you have to be lit. I thought maybe you'd do the sober.
Well, you know what? He it's possible he does it sober, but I'm sure he turned the Chumbawamba on, and
I did it sober and inebriated. So.
well, Tim,
Look, one of my favorite songs of all time is "My Girl Likes to Party All the Time." I have no idea what's on the rest of that album. That's the only song I know.
well, she's an Eddie Murphy person, so.
But still, though, even you know what I'm saying. I have no idea what's on the rest of that album.
Hey, it happens. It happens. So, Tim, you have sales tonight.
I have our Tuesday night sale. It's Tuesday. Our Tuesday night sale. Yeah, it's not comics and toys. It's just like general merch. Night Train Antique Mall live.
Nitro Antique live tonight. Friday night sales.
I think I'm gonna take this Friday off. I got some stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Well, you know, she told me the story. You don't have to go and don't hurt anybody's feelings. But
Hey,
she told me the first time she got on there and went in there, and she was head to head, against people and things like that. I don't think she was prepared for that.
she came in like a wrecking ball.
I really did. I was like 1, 2, 3. I was like,
It's
them
good
all.
for the sale because I get the same 18, 20 people watching it each week, and the same dozen or so people that buy. And I think they get in this, it becomes banter, it just becomes conversation. And I'll throw a book up, and they're like, well, I'll get to it. I'm going to go grab something to drink. I'll come back, then I'll buy that book. So it's nice to see someone comes on, they're aggressive on their buying, because it makes everyone kind of start piping up and paying attention somewhat. So
Yeah.
thank you.
you're welcome.
Well, I see what you're saying.
I think
because
get a
sometimes if you know nobody's going to get that, like you said, they can go and get a drink or use the restroom or something or whatever the case may be, come back and they're still the only one that's so yeah, that makes sense.
But we've now resorted to making fun of Dave because
I don't
that poor kid.
He's a new
He
employee.
walks right into that stuff, and I'm like, oh no, he didn't say that.
He's
No.
going downstairs.
Yeah, he asked which came first, the Conan movie or the Conan comic.
Oh, that was the worst thing he ever said. It was like, oh, shoot me.
Oh,
When I hired him, I thought he was like 17, 18.
How old is he?
He's 21. He's almost 22.
Oh, okay.
And
he's a good guy.
in fact, when I hired him, I told him, I said, go home and ask your parents about this, this, and this. He kind of looked at me funny, like, I'm like, okay.
Oh, poor guy. Well,
And he likes Scarlett Johansson quite a bit.
Yes.
Hey, who does?
Yeah, he does though.
No.
It's a special kind of like.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Like
I'll
I have to find the Scarlett Johansson full size body pillow.
You should definitely find that for him.
Oh,
Or I think you should find the stand. Do you have a stand-up poster of her in Black
Probably
Widow?
find one. I mean,
That should be sitting in the store, and you should make it be like behind him every time he's working, like wherever he is. You should just move it.
Oh,
It would make him really uncomfortable. Like finally, it'd be really uncomfortable.
he's a good kid though. He's been actually he's been going through all of our books and reorganizing our.
I know he's very sweet. They are gonna keep giving him a hard time though if he's not careful.
That's good.
poor fella.
That makes it fun.
Well, before we take out of here, you got your Nitro Anti-Mall tonight.
Yeah.
And then you have your
Third Floor Comics tomorrow night.
third floor
Yeah,
comics.
the reply auction is tomorrow night.
The reply auction, okay. And then you said you're taking a break Friday. Okay. All right. Well, also to for any of you people in the Frederick, Noburg area of Maryland and the surrounding areas. I don't know those surrounding areas, but if you're close to that, you can hit Elizabeth up for some baked goods, cookies, cakes, maybe I don't know what other snacks there are, but
She made a killer Steelers cake last week.
oh, I think
That was a good one.
yeah.
I like that one. That was for a good friend.
By default, it was already better than the 49ers cake that she had.
Sorry. Oh,
Well, see, here's the thing about that, though. You forget, Tim, I'm a Raiders fan, so I don't like the 49ers or the Steelers.
well, I was going to make the comment that the cake probably stood up for the first 11 minutes and then just fell flat the next 5.
Don't say that.
Just like the Steelers season last
No
year.
kidding. Wow.
I will say that cake stood strong and I drove it all the way to Hagerstown in the heat.
Oh,
It-
wow.
It
So like a
stood
steel
strong.
curtain of a cake.
Yeah, exactly.
It probably, when you got there, it was injured like Roethlisberger. So.
Yeah.
Wow. This could get
I
really
did
bad.
put some silver. There was some silver on the painting on the top just for the Raiders, though.
Okay. All
You know.
right. Well, we will we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And maybe in a couple weeks, Tim's got some. I think you got some extra help now.
Yeah.
So we may from time to time be able to get an exact time where we can start rolling, and we'll get some people to join, and we'll try to have some fun, have some games. And oh, by the way, my Marvel girl figure isn't up there, so I don't know if somebody ate it
All right.
or that figure is worth $400. By the way,
It could be the right buyer.
so.
The insurance on it.
Yeah. Did I say 4? I meant 500. Yeah.
Whatever we can squeeze out of it.
Right. But I guess we'll catch you guys here in a couple weeks. And
Sounds good.
all right.
Bye.